Now she's being questioned about things that are going on over in the Justice Department, right? And what she continues to do is, instead of answering the questions and just giving the American public clarity about what's happening, as she is the Attorney General, instead of giving people clarity, she continues to trade insults. And while some of her comebacks are valid in terms of their accuracy, it's not what the people need. We need transparency. Trump is supposed to be the peace president. This administration is supposed to be the most transparent administration of the entire America's entire existence. That's what they continue to campaign on. That's what they said. Oh, we're going to release the Epstein files. We're going to tell you what happened with JFK. We're going to tell you about UFOs. But what they won't tell us is about Epstein, and they won't tell us about where that $50,000 that Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, put that money. Where did he put that money? Pam Bondi is refusing to answer the question, even though they dropped the investigation against Tom Homan. When we start talking about corruption in the Trump administration, this is one of the things we're going to look back at in the next administration in 4 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. And we're going to say, okay, this is where America started to decline. This is where we decided that we're going to trade our morals and our decency and our integrity in order to have people that align with us. This is going to be one of those moments, 100%. This lady is being questioned about where a colleague of hers, as somebody that is in Trump's administration, right? Border czar is not an official title, but it is in his administration. He has designated Tom Homan to be that. This is Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, that could bring charges up against him if she wanted to. And she's decided, instead of doing that or giving clarity about it, she's just going to obfuscate. She's just going to lie and start blaming people and saying how this guy lied about his service to be a senator. That very well may be true. But the question at hand is, are you going to arrest Tom Homan? Is the public going to get the footage, allegedly, of Tom Homan trying to bribe FBI agents during the Biden administration and saying, oh, if you give me $50,000, I'll help you get contracts when the Trump administration elects me to be the border czar? This happened. And I'm not going to get completely into the thing with Tom Homan, because I did talk about that in a separate video. But what's important here is the continued obfuscation, the continued lying about what's going on behind closed doors, about the fact that if you're with Trump, then you could do whatever the you want to do. And if you're not with him, if you're somebody like Letitia James and you check the box saying that rundown house over in Norfolk, Virginia was your primary home, then you deserve prison for 10 years. That's what's going on behind the doors of the Trump administration. People that take bribes, that guy can go. People that children, oh, you could go. But if you checked that you had a primary residence in a different state than you actually live, then you deserve prison. Some things are worse than other things. And people are saying like, oh, they indicted Trump on fraud charges, so she deserves it. Okay, maybe he didn't deserve it. Maybe he did deserve it. Whatever the case, we have seriously more important things that are going on than trying to go after Letitia James, than trying to protect people in this hearing that's going on with Pam Bondi, because we don't want to make the president look bad. We don't want to make our peers in this administration look bad. What about we be beholden to the people of the United States? I know it's a new concept. I just thought of it. Brand new concept. How about we work on behalf of the people that got the president elected so that he could put your ass in office, in his cabinet, in his administration? That would be a good idea. Instead, what we continue to see is excuses for every single person that's a loyalist to Trump. These people will not put their foot down until he does something that burns them specifically. We saw Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's broken ranks with the Republicans. Laura Loomer just criticized Trump for giving Qatar an air base over in Idaho. And this will be the downfall of America, because these people care more about being in power, being enriched, being quote unquote loyal to the people that are in the administration, more than they care about being loyal to the people, the 370 million people that are not in government, that are not high powered or prestiged or have a quote unquote important title, that are not billionaires, not millionaires. That's 370 million of us. And to them, we're just a stepping stool in order to get to their next level.
Senator, as Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche recently stated, the investigation of Mr. Homan was subjected to a full review by the FBI, agents, and DOJ prosecutors. They found no credible evidence of any wrongdoing.
And that was not my question. My question was, what became of the $50,000 in cash that the FBI delivered, evidently in a paper bag, to Mr. Homan?
Senator, look at your facts.
Are you saying that they did not deliver $50,000 in cash to Mr. Homan?
Senator, as recently stated, the investigation of Mr. Homan was subjected to a full review
different question.
by the FBI agents,
That's a
by
different
Department
question.
of Justice prosecutors. They found no evidence of wrongdoing.
That's a different question. What became of the $50,000?
See, this is crazy. When you're doing wrong, you never think that what you're doing is wrongdoing. Well, you know, subconsciously it is, but you never admit to what you're doing is wrong. I was just watching this documentary about the DC sniper. And if you guys don't remember, there was this guy back in 2002. He was going around building up a trail of victims, but his ultimate goal was to get his ex-wife, right? At that time, that dude he's not like, oh yeah, what me and my protege are doing is wrong. He's like, yeah, we're on the right side because we're doing what it is that we want to do. So the FBI, who reports to Pam Bondi, who the FBI director is Kash Patel, when they investigate into Tom Homan, see he's a Trump loyalist, see he's appointed as Trump's border czar, they look and say, oh, he's one of us. Nothing he does is wrong. I don't think it's a very credible cast of people to determine, to have a litmus test for what Tom Homan is doing as wrong or permissible. It's a terrible cast of people to make that judgment call. You have a shaky moral compass. So we can't really trust what it is that you say. But a very direct question is, where's the $50,000? You said he was investigated. There was no evidence of wrongdoing. So tell us what happened to the money. The money. We need to know what happened to the $50,000 in cash that was delivered in a kava bag. Because no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Either he received the money and did something with it, or he received the money as evidence of a potential bribe, and he even gave the money back. But just having possession of that money is enough to admit that you are not qualified and you cannot be trusted by the American people. That's why she doesn't want to answer the question. This is who we have as the Attorney General for the foreseeable future. And that's why I keep saying this is DEI. This is not somebody that is exceptional at her job, but she is somebody that's going to continue to kiss Trump's ass and do whatever it is that makes him look good. As long as he loves her and treats her good and pats her on the head and tells her, good job, Pam. Good job, Pete Hegseth. Good job, Kash Patel. Those people that are, good job, Tom Homan. As long as those people continue to get a pat on the head and an attaboy, they will continue to be loyal to Trump. They'll continue to obfuscate and lie and sell us up the river.